Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see you're an Audi enthusiast.
Yes. All right, so tonight's training is going to be a recruiting masterclass part 1. Now, recruiting is one of those topics which I am very enthusiastic about. And the reason why I said a part 1 and a part 2 is because there's a lot to recruiting. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sandra Obuya. I'm a supervisor in this business, CEO and founder of Powerhouse Empire. That's my team. And I also study psychology at the University of Nairobi, currently in my 4th year. So why did I choose recruiting? Recruiting is something that has taught me patience in this business. And for those of us who are recruiting, I'm sure you can relate to that. There's usually a lot of testing that goes there because you are working with people who are actually volunteers in your business. You know, they don't owe you anything. They can decide to show up, they can decide not to, and there's nothing that you're going to do about it. But it's actually a beautiful experience. It grows you, and at the same time the rewards are very, very sweet. You know, if you realize network marketing rewards, especially Forever rewards recruiting so much, even more than retailing, you know, because they know the effort that you took to talk to this person, get them to join, take them through the process, ensure that they're productive. And that is why recruiting pays very handsomely. Now, why should you recruit? Number one, which should actually be your driving force. And as much as, yes, we are in this business to make money, remember that for recruiting, you need to go with the mindset of, I'm going to change lives, you know, I'm going to help people live better lives. And for those of us with teams, and your team, one of your team members tells you, upline, I've been able to do this courtesy of this business, I've been able to buy myself a new phone. You know how excited you feel, sometimes even more excited than your team member, because you see the excitement in their face and you're like, wow, this was a dream come true. No matter how small the goal was, I think that accomplishment is just it for me. So you get to change lives. There are people who are really suffering out. There are people who cannot even make 500 bob a day, but courtesy of Forever, they are able to make even 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, you know, even in a week, in days. And that is money that they didn't have. So you get to change people's lives. Number two, more money. Obviously, the bonuses. Ukiona, once you see the recap statement, that's usually a very exciting email. The one email that we always look forward to. And you know, even when you sponsor a client, you know, 15th of next month, I am going to get something in my account. And the good thing about recruiting is that even when, you know, someone is very new, that is, you've sponsored a preferred customer and they've bought products with their number, you know, that is the one bonus that you know you will always get, whether or not you did even your 4cc. Forever is that gracious to allow you to even access that money, even if you're not 4cc active. So even for the people who are still building, you've not mastered your 4cc, then you can still get your bonus. That is, if you're an assistant supervisor, you can still get your preferred customer bonus when you sponsor. Then number three is progress in the business. There's a lot of stagnation when you're just retailing, and a lot of us can attest to that. You find that when you're only selling, you can be doing your 4cc, your 5cc, even up to 10cc. You're making good money, yes, but there's that extra, you know, that you can always make. And by the time you build a team to get you to supervisor, assistant manager, you need to build, you need a team. Going there alone is very stressful, and it just looks chaotic. So building a team makes it easier for you to move up the marketing plan. And that is how Forever wanted it to be. I mean, you can do all those CCs on your own, but imagine the struggle that you're going to go through. But if you have a team, you have someone who's running for their 5CC, this one is going supervisor, this other one is going assistant supervisor. When you have people who are chasing their goals, then it becomes even easier for you to move up the marketing plan. So if you feel like you're stagnating at that level, then you need to start recruiting. Recruiting automatically brings them the progress. Then you get to qualify for incentives. Most of the incentives that Forever offers, recruiting just makes it easier for you. And I've seen that in, I've experienced it, one, and I've also seen it with other leaders in the team. So even for the smallest instead, which is 4CC, 5CC, the 5CC dinner qualification, you can do your 5CC personal, retailing alone. But if you have someone who has done 2CC PC business, you have another one that 2CC probably bought a combo. You have someone who's activated their number. Slowly by slowly, if you add all those CCs, you find that your 5CC just comes in very, very easily. And if you look at the bigger qualifications that the company offers, things like Global Rally, Eagle Manager, you need a team to qualify for those things. So if you're stuck at a certain place and you're wondering, how will I qualify for Eagle Manager, how will I go to the Global Rally, just make sure that you're building. Get down to work, start building, and that will help you get those incentives very easily. Then the mindset to have when recruiting, first of all, visualize the big team that you want. So daily, you tell yourself, I want to have a team that looks like this. You affirm it. Personally, it's on my vision board. I have a picture of young people on top of a yacht. So I usually have it there, and every morning I look at it and I'm like, yes, I want to have a rich and vibrant team. So you need to manifest, you need to think about it, because what you think is actually what comes to be. You need to be as detailed in your visualization to the point where you even look at the warehouse and you say, by the time we are done with our training, I want my team to feel half of this training hall. I can say that is my team. This is the team that I've built. So make sure that you visualize it. Then be positive about building a team. When you look at recruiting and you see it as work, then it's going to be very hard for you to even start taking action on recruiting. So you need to tell yourself, my goodness, recruiting is fun. These are the things that you tell yourself so that your brain can believe recruiting is actually fun. You make it fun for yourself, that is. So you need to be positive. You remind yourself what recruiting can do for you, how it can grow your business, how your life can change, courtesy recruiting. So make sure that you're positive about building a team. Then understand the power of 48%, which is the peak profit in our business. Now, when you recruit and you build a team, we mostly run for manager. That is usually the first major goal in this business. I'm going manager. And if you understand what 48% means, even if you look at the profits that you're making, you're splitting almost half with the company. This is such a generous company. So when you see how 48% can actually just change your life, that is when now you start getting, the vibes. Yeah, I need to recruit very, very fast and build to manager and beyond. Then plan with your upline. Again, when you're recruiting, personally, when I started recruiting, let me share this story. When I started recruiting, I was like, I'm such a good I can sell. I'm retailing very well. This is just shortly after I had gone to assistant supervisor. So I was so excited. I've always been excited about recruiting from the word go. And I was just telling myself, I can start recruiting now. In fact, I don't even need my upline. I'm such an independent leader. My goodness, I'm such an amazing person. So I decided to start recruiting, and I was not doing it professionally. And I was just getting people and telling them, the things I was doing. I was just telling them, you know what, we have a business here. There's something that I'm doing. Let me show you. Sometimes I would even call it a cabiz, you know, something that I'm doing, like a side hustle. Come and see what I'm doing. And then I would do the BOM for them. And then I would do the planning. I'm not even sure I used to do planning. I was such an amateur. So sometimes I would even do the BOM on call, which is so unprofessional. You know, you start telling someone on the phone, by the time you join this company, you're going to be, at that time now it was novice 15%. Like, you're going to be a novice and you're going to be making 15%. So that means when you sell a C9, now do you know what C9 is? C9 is a weight management product that we have. If you sell C9, you'll be making 15%, which is around 2,300. Isn't that good money? So then after that, I invited them for a BOM, which I had on my phone. So I would do the whole presentation for them. Then after that, I'm like, I know you want to get started. I was so excited about recruiting. I didn't even realize that I was doing it unprofessionally. So of course, I created a WhatsApp group. I had people who I had hyped, and so they joined the meeting. They joined. I put them in the WhatsApp group. I even created numbers for them. My goodness, I was so excited about recruiting. So fast forward a few. It didn't even last for 2 weeks. One person, one by one, they just started telling me, I don't think I can do this. I can't sell. I'm not sure this is for me. So slowly by slowly, they started leaving the group. And before I knew it, I was the only one in that WhatsApp group. So I was like, hey, there must be something that I'm doing wrong. How comes everyone is leaving? So I reached out to my upline. My upline is Rhoda Mwangi, and I told her, by the upline, this is what I've been doing. And that is when I realized I've been doing it all wrong. Yeah. So I met up with my upline. We now set a meeting, and we're talking about how do you recruit, how do you talk to these people. Let's go back to the basics. I went through GoPro, because if you're planning to recruit, GoPro is a must, and I'd suggest you get the hard copy. It's really vital, you know, if you plan to start building. Even follow Eric Core's pages on YouTube, Instagram, all those platforms. He shares a lot of information about being a pro at recruiting, and he's a network marketer. So this is someone who understands how network marketing can be. So we met with my upline. I was able to see the mistakes I was making, and I was able to correct them. Then I was now able to build properly, yeah, which also still I enjoyed the process. Then another thing you need to realize is that not everyone will join your business, and that's okay. Some will, some won't. There are people who are expected to join my business because, I mean, we're friends. We've been friends from high school. We've been, you know, maybe even friends from primary school. But when I shared the business with them, they are not so excited about it. I was like, how come these people are not seeing what I have seen, you know? And I came to realize the business is not for everyone. Some would look at it and they'd be like, it looks like something good, but I don't think this is for me. And that's okay. So when they give you such feedback, you accept it, and you're like, thank you so much for your honest feedback. We can still stay in touch. You can still remain friends, because it doesn't mean just because they've said no to the opportunity, now you cut them off from from being your friends. You just continue maintaining the friendship, because if they say no, one, they could still buy the products from you. They could refer someone. So you see, if you cut them off, it's going to be hard for them to refer someone to you. Then when you get mad because they didn't join your business, it will also be hard for them to refer someone, because they'll be like, hey, this person got mad at me because I didn't join that business. So what if I refer someone else and the same thing happens? So you need to make sure that even if they say no, you still maintain the relationship that you had with them. And no means next opportunity. You know, you move on to the next very, very fast. You never take no as, you know, this person has not rejected you. There's nothing wrong with you as a person. They just said no to the business, and that is totally fine. Then break down what the extra money from a big and successful team would mean to you. Sometimes you just sit down and you tell yourself, I'm an assistant supervisor, or I'm a supervisor, or an assistant manager, or manager. If I sponsor a combo, 2cc, a new person does 2cc under me, how much profit? how much in bonuses would that be? So when you calculate and are like, wow, so this means if I do 2cc or if I do 4cc PC business, this is the amount of money that I'm expecting in my account. What can an extra 20,000, an extra 50,000 do for you? That is just bonuses. So you start thinking at even the goals you had set for yourself, maybe for the quarter or for the year, and you're like, wow, if I have 2cc PC business or even 4cc PC business every single month, then it means I'll be able to take care of this and this and this and that without any stress. So look at what that money can do for you. When you attach these CCs to money, the goals to money, then you find that it becomes easier for you to achieve them. Then come up with daily reminders. As I said, looking at my vision board daily, I look at that part for rich and vibrant team, and I'm like, this is what I want. If you need to have the vision board also in your phone so that you can constantly check it out, you can put it as your screensaver. Whatever works for you, make sure that you're constantly reminding yourself that I'm building, I'm on the road to, growing in this business and to earning more money in this business. Then have all your key tools ready. The company tools, these are the catalogs, the first steps to manager, which they are going to buy, the company policy. Make sure that you are set with these things. You need to have them yourself, because you can't tell someone else to have these things when you, as the person who's showing them the business, do not have them yet. So make sure that even things like even the receipt book, there are small things that sometimes we ignore. The receipt book, even the social media platforms for our company, make sure that you are already following them, so that when someone new joins, you tell them, make sure that you follow these pages. They'll be updating information, and you need to be able to follow through. Then personal tools. These are now your name list, your grinding book, your catalog as well. And for the self-development tools, I recommend GoPro. You can find the PDF version, but you can also buy the hard copy on the streets. I'm sure you can find it for around 500 bob. It's just 500 bob, and you can get the GoPro hard copy. So it's really important to have the hard copy as well. You can even highlight, underline the important parts, the parts that stand out for you. It's really important. Also, you can follow Eric Warren's pages. You can look at Fraser Brooks. Fraser Brooks is also very good with recruiting material. And who else? Also look at the forever business owners. I watched a certain video of Jane Leach, and she was talking about how she has 1 million people in her system, all her downlines, and how when she started building the business, she got rejections and she wanted to give up. So that story really, really helped me, and it helped boost my confidence in building this business. So I was like, even though people are saying no, I can still continue. I'm going to get to the people who are going to say yes to this business, and eventually build a very big and successful team. Yeah. Then prepare your mind and body. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. For those of us who are recruiting, you know that sometimes you are the one who is showing this person the opportunity, or probably they're the ones who have reached out to you, saying that they need something that can help them make money or make their lives better, but they're the ones who don't show up. They don't show up for even the one-to-one that you schedule. Maybe the meetings they don't attend, and you wonder, I'm the one helping this person, but they don't even want to make the effort. Now that is recruiting for you. There's a lot of character development in recruiting. I think even the one for clients is better. In my opinion, the character development I've received from recruiting is worse than those that I get from clients. Yeah, but it's going to be worth it. When you see that bonus, you won't remember that prospect who blocked you because you reached out to them. You will just be smiling all the way to your bank. Then don't ask people what they can do for you. Ask yourself what you can do for them. Again, when you're building the business, the mindset to have is that I'm helping this person live a better life. I'm helping this person move from point A to point B. And that is what I'm here for. I will support them. I will give them the materials that they need. And that is the mindset to have. Because if you look at if you look at it as, this person is coming in so that I can make X amount of money when they buy this combo. Now that is a wrong mindset. And that is why you find some people said, I joined the business, then there was no one to coach me. I bought a combo with so many products. Some of them even got spoiled. You find people with such stories because the people who are showing them the business were not really interested in their growth. They just wanted the money, of which it is not worth it, because this person could have actually been your diamond. So you don't go with that mindset of how much money am I going to make when this person buys a combo or makes their first order, something like that. Then know that you are going to have a huge team. You to just grill it inside your head that you are going to have a huge team. Personally, I'm not there yet, but this is something that I keep telling myself every other time. And failure is not an option, and fear is an illusion. So some of us are really scared of talking to people because you don't know, what will these people say? Will they reject me? How will they see me? Because people have this notion about network marketing. They're like, oh, these businesses. So you're also doing those things. There are people who told me those things when I started sharing about the products, about the business. They'd be like, are you also doing those things? You've also joined, you've been convinced, you've been brainwashed. They will say all those things, and some of them instill fear in you, and you end up saying, maybe this is not the business for me, or I shouldn't be doing this. But they're just killing your dreams. And if you look at most of them, they're not they're probably not doing so well. They just want to just instill that fear in you. Some of them they are afraid that you might end up making more money than them, and they want you to stay where you are. Some of them are just saying it out of ignorance because they are not educated on what a business offers. So it is your goal to educate. Don't focus on convincing them that what you're doing is right. Especially for me, doing this business as a student, my parents were not very supportive at the beginning, but I understand they were just afraid that maybe this is one of those things, maybe I'll be conned and all those things. So I hid it from them for a while. I even lied to them about where I was going so that I could attend the BOM. And well, it was such a long journey for me to start now doing this business, with them knowing. But eventually I just sat them down. I took them through the marketing plan, and they decided now to support me. So they still buy these products, they support me, they give me referrals, and it's amazing. All right. So where do you get these prospects? The people who you're going to show the business. Number one, your name list. When you join this business, you're told to write 100 plus names, of your friends, your family members, people We start with that list. The people who are closest to you, the people that you interact with on a daily basis. Even if you look at the first steps to manager, there's a memory jogger. So if you're wondering, maybe you didn't write a name list when you are starting this business, you can start now. The memory jogger is going to help you. You write the people that you interact with on a daily basis, people who are at your workplace, for those who are working, people in your estate. Write every single person that you know. That is where you can get your diamonds. Your first business builders can come from there. Personally, mine came from my name list. Then you look at the events that you attend. There's something that I really admire about Jacqueline Mumbi. She always says network on purpose. She's in certain groups because she's networking on purpose. So make sure that when you go for an event, be it a wedding, be it a function, just a social function, make sure that you talk to people. Don't be afraid about talking to people about what you do. Don't be afraid to mention that you're a Forever Living Products distributor. This is a big company, and if they even go to research, they'll see 45 years of uninterrupted growth. That is a company that anyone would want to be associated with. So don't be afraid. Yeah. And then the people in your circle. Some of us could be doing this business and our immediate neighbors don't even know that we're in Forever, or that we sell Forever Living Products. You can find, there are so many stories I hear about people who they didn't share the business with their family. Then one day someone from your family walks in with a C9 and you're like, what? This is what I sell. So that is money that has gone, those assistants that I've just missed like that. So make sure that you share with everyone that you know. In the event they get a challenge or they hear someone who needs forever products, it is you that comes to their mind first. Then online on Facebook, you can get so some of us have so many friends on Facebook, you know, over 2,000, 3,000 plus friends. Those are people that you can interact with, and who knows, you can also find your business builders there. And on Instagram as well. I met Rhoda Mwangi on Instagram. I think it was an ad she had put, and that is, as I was scrolling aimlessly because I was idle, I was broke, just looking through Instagram, I came across her post, and here I am now. So Instagram also has young people who are interested in lifestyle, people who are interested in, you know, having a good life. So if you package your business very well, you can get to these people and they can be able to join your business. So on Instagram you can run ads. I've run so many ads on Instagram, and most of the people in my team, I just got them from running ads on Instagram. Then attraction marketing, that is why doing your 4cc, being recognized, doing your 5cc is very important, because when you go to these nice places, let's say the dinner destinations, people will look at your profile and they'll be like, huh, they've gone to Radisson Blue, they've gone to this place, they've gone to this place. They're like, wow, I've always wanted to go here, and these people are going. And first of all, you're going for free, you're not paying for anything, you just did your 5cc and you're being taken for free. So who wouldn't want fully paid for dinner, to go for a fully paid for dinner? You know, some of them we do them in limos, and people are like, what? I've never even seen a limo. Personally, my first time getting into a limo was Forever. If not for Forever, I'm sure some of us would not have had some experiences that, that we've had in this business. So I got into a limo, and now, you know, when people start seeing you in such places, they even start talking to you differently. They even, there are prospects that you get, and you know, they're like, yes, madam. When you tell them something, they're like, yes, they're like, you have to tell them, I am not your boss. I am just, you know, just a regular person like you, and I'm just doing business. And you can actually get to where I am, you know, if you follow these steps that I'm going to take you through. So attraction marketing is very, very powerful. People buy you, you know, so you have to package yourself in a way that someone will want to be part of what you do. Then there's cold texting, where you just text people randomly. I'm going to share some of the scripts that I have later on in this presentation. So you can cold text people. Cold texting is whereby you just start conversations with random people. You can even start with your followers, because by the time someone has followed you, then it means they are interested in the content that you're sharing. So make sure that you reach out to your followers. Sometimes even tell them, thank you so much for following my page. What has interested you the most? You can even find that you have so much in common, and before you know it, they'll be interested in your business, and that could be your diamond. Then you can also do polls on Instagram. You know, you write A, business, B, employment. So you let people pick. So for those who choose business, then you know these are people who you can share the opportunity with. For those who are in employment, you can strike a conversation with them still. You can ask them, how is employment for you? Is it giving you what you need? You might find maybe some of them, yes, are choosing employment, but if they knew there was a better option, they would totally, you know, do whatever it took to get there. Then the other way you can get prospects is on WhatsApp. I recommend sharing about your business on WhatsApp the same way you share about products on WhatsApp. So strike a balance. Not every day you're talking about aloe vera gel, C9. Make sure that you also talk about the business. When we have BOMs, share them, you know, invite, you know, that is how you get to um, uh, build a team. And some of them, when they see your consistency on your WhatsApp, they'll be like, I've seen you posting this for a while. How can I join? Can I attend? You know, the way you talk about your business can really say a lot. And sometimes it's not just saying, we have a meeting today, join. We have a meeting, come and look at what I do. You can share your experience with Forever. Sometimes I post about, you know, the dinners where we had limos. I can post one and say, courtesy Forever, I've been able to enjoy limo rides for free. Who wouldn't want that? So when someone sees that, they're like, wow, anyway, I'd also want I'd also want a free limo ride, and go to a nice hotel. I wear nice clothes, a themed dinner. And some of these experiences are very, very priceless, and you can only get them. You can get them anywhere else, but with the people in Forever, it just feels different. Then you can also turn your clients into business builders. Probably you have a client who is always buying products. They can even buy products of 10,000, 20, 30,000 a month. These are your heavy consumers. Generate for them a number. Because these are people who, if you share with them the opportunity, that they might be like, this is interesting. So I can still make money on the side and do what I'm currently doing, and that no one would say no to an extra source of income. There's always room to earn more. Yeah. So even the people who have told you, I'm not able to afford this product, you can tell them, I know how you can be able to afford this product. Let's say it's the C9, 15,400, and you tell them, you can start this business. As you share these products with the people around you, you can make profits enough for you to buy your own C9, and even at a cheaper price. Yeah. So you can also turn your clients into business builders. Then scripts you can use now when recruiting online. As you look through their profile, I'm sure some of them use their names. Apart from Facebook, even Instagram, you find people who are using very funny names on their profiles. But for those who you can clearly tell this is their name, just say, hey Sandra, or hey Sharon. I know we don't know each other. Now, this is what I was telling you about called texting. These are people that you don't know, you've probably never met in your entire life. You can tell them, I'm looking, before I continue, there are two ways of going about this. You can do the indirect approach, whereby you start a conversation about something not related to business, just talk about things that they seem to be interested about. Or you can use the direct approach. Now, this is the direct approach where you hit the nail on the head. You are here for business. You want to know if this person is interested or not, then you move to the next. Yeah. So this is the direct approach. You can tell them, you can screenshot this, then edit and use it to your liking, however it suits your audience, because there are audiences that this can work for. There are those who might not be interested even if you share this. I'm looking forward to expand my business, and I'd like to work with people who want to earn an extra income and make a positive impact in their spare time. Would you be open to taking a look at a project called Forever Living Products within the health and wellness space, if it wouldn't interfere with what you're currently doing? If not, no big deal. I just thought I should ask. Now, when you're talking to this person, you also don't want to look like you're pushing this person to join. I'm sure we've met people who send us very long text, and you can clearly tell this person just was sent for this text, and they were told, share with all your contacts. People from maybe other network marketing companies or other online businesses. Yeah. So and it looks like they're really pushing you to say yes, or it's like they don't want to talk about what they're doing. So it gives you an off. You just feel, it just feels off. So you also want to be straightforward. You even mention the company. You can mention the company. Sometimes I choose not to. It depends on how I look at the audience. Yeah. But you tell them about what the company is about. A company in the health and wellness industry, which is booming currently. Things like those. So if you tell them, if not, no big deal, I thought I should ask. They see you as a different, business person. It's not like you're hunting them and they have to say yes, but they feel like, even if I say no to this person, it's going to be okay. If this doesn't work for me, it's still going to be okay. And the reason why I put in brackets their name, it's important to indicate their name. That is, if you can see it from their profile, or if you've seen them talking about or mentioning their name somewhere, because they feel like this was made for me. In as much as, yes, you might use this text on every other person, but they won't see you just decided to forward to many, so they can see, okay, this one has my name. And there's a way, even when someone calls you by your name, there's a way it captures your attention. Yeah. So it's very important to use their name. You can also say, I know this is super random. We are now halfway into 2023, and with the current tough economic times, many people are looking to supplement their income. Now, this is very timely, especially with what is happening in our economy. Personally, I'm expanding my business that has helped so many people with its high income potential, and I'm linking up with brilliant minds that are driven to have a better 2023. I'm curious, do you keep your income source options open? If no, if not, no worries at all. I thought I would ask. Yeah. So this someone will look at this text and be like, anyway, the times are tough, and I wouldn't mind, having an extra income. So let me ask this person, what is this? What is this business about? So depending on what they tell you, then you can know how to carry the conversation from there. You can tell them, I would like to share more information with you. Do you mind sharing your contact so that I can give you a call and we can schedule a meeting? If they're hesitant, then you can just brief them about what the company is about. You can tell them the company is called Forever Living Products, and it deals with health and wellness products. Has been there for 45 years now, booming in this industry. Would you be interested in taking a look? Or if I invited you to look at a business presentation, would you attend? The if I would you approach always works. Another script you can use is, hello there, I'm Sandra Obuya, a health and wellness consultant. Just curious, would you be open to building a business and make an income in the health and wellness industry, which is booming right now? No worries, if not, just thought I'd ask. So there's so many ways that you can introduce yourself and share what you do, depending, again, it might not work for everyone. Again, you can't use a blanket approach. You just have to see, will this suit this person? So it's good to also take time to look at this person's profile and see, if I start telling them it's a business, this one looks like, I mean, we are told not to prejudge, yes, but you can also just look at the way they share their things on their stories, on their status, and you can know, this one, I can package it this way, and they look like they can respond. Yeah. So you can also use the indirect approach, which I was telling you about. Now, this is where you just start a conversation. You can follow someone, or you can accept their friend request, or you can friend request them, and then you just start a conversation based on what you see they like, or what you see them like. You can even look at the posts they share, and you can realize, this person really loves cats, and I also have a cat. So you can look for something common that you have with this person. So you can tell them, hello, I've seen that you really love cats. Do you own one? I'm interested. I'm interested to know if you own a cat. And they can say, yeah, I have 2 cats or 3 cats. Then you can start a conversation. You can now build rapport with this person. Then by the time you come to introduce the business, you've already established some form of trust with this person. So you can use this approach as well. But for me, I usually find this one very long. And sometimes I just want to know, are you interested in the business or not? But you can find what works for you. Though there are those who we've built rapport over time. And then now, just from them seeing my posts, they actually ended up asking me, by the way, what is this that you do? So sometimes you don't even have to wait too long. They will just ask you. So to those avoiding or scared or tired of trying to build a team, this is for you. Retailing without recruiting is like walking on one leg. You're going to struggle. And this is an illustration that we had at Oak Place sometime back it was June 2021, I remember, because that was I think my first time going to Oak Place. Yeah. So if you try walking on one leg, it looks like you're jumping, you're limping. It's quite a struggle. So that is how it is when you're retailing without recruiting. But if you're doing both, then it means your business is moving very well. Then don't compare your team to someone else's team. This happens a lot, especially when now you see the people you're inviting are not even attending the BOMs. They're not showing up. When you invite them to the events, they don't come. When people sit with their circles at the warehouse, you are all alone. That happens. And sometimes you can look at someone else's team and be like, oh, they're so lucky, they have such a big team. But remember that everyone's journey is different. If you keep building, your time is coming when you will have a full circle with people who are calling you apply. Then make recruiting fun. And this is a culture that we've built in our team, whereby you laugh about what recruiting makes you go through. So when a prospect gives you a funny response, you tell them to attend the BOM. Then when you reach out later, they're like, oh, I fell asleep. I was so tired. I got bored in the middle. You don't have a recorded. There's some things prospects tell you. If you decide to get mad, you really get mad. So you just laugh. You take a screenshot, we share in the group, we just laugh about it, and then we say on to the next. So embrace the process. You grow with those challenges, and it's going to pay off. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. If you remain consistent, recruiting will always pay. Always, always, always. Then binge watch recruiting material. Again, subscribe to Eric Quarry, Building Your Network Marketing. It's actually called GoPro. Yeah, it's GoPro. His channel on YouTube. Subscribe. Fraser Brooks. Subscribe. Look at Forever UK. Look at other forever business owners. South Africa. Look at these people. Kinam Seleku. They really talk about sharing this business with people. So those are people that you can look at. Then even if you just go to YouTube and you search, technology has made things so easy. If you just search how to build a team, how to build a team in network marketing, you'll find so many options, and you can look at them. You can say, this one looks like a very serious person. Then you can listen to what they have to say. You can pick what will work for you in your business, and you can see which one won't. Then having a team can actually keep you in business. There are so many times when I had wanted to quit this business, like, this forever is really stressing me. This client's not buying me. I just want to leave. How come now things have really gone down and it's not like I'm doing activity? There are those moments that come, but just just remembering that there's someone calling me upline. There's someone who will ask me, upline, I have this order. At least now you can get one product without reaching minimum order. Forever is really amazing. Now that time your PC would be like, upline, I sold that tooth gel. It's my first sale. I'm so excited. Now how do you leave a business and someone is selling? So for me, those things really kept me in business. And because of my team, I never really gave up on this business, and I've stayed here till date. Yeah. So the joy of someone just calling you upline, for me, that has always been a big deal. And when you experience it, I'm sure for those of you who've experienced it, especially for the first time, you're like, oh, you mean someone is calling me upline, someone is looking up to me. You now feel like you need to be very responsible. You need to now start acting so maturely. There's a way it just changes you, because now growing a team means like you need to nurture them as a mother and protect them like a father. So it gives you some sense of responsibility, but it's really amazing. So everything you want is on the other side of fear. Are you afraid of reaching out to that prospect? But then these people won't do anything to you. Even if they leave you on seen or on read, there's nothing, there's nothing else that they can do to you. That's just it. They can't kill you, they can't shoot you, they can't beat you up. That's all. And that's okay. So when they leave you on seen, you're like, okay, on to the next. So if you're afraid to send that text, know that this person will take you absolutely nowhere, even if they don't like your business opportunity. Some of them might just block you, and there's some you'll talk very well, you'll even do the planning session, then out of nowhere they'll still block you. So just be prepared for anything. But everything that you want, that position that you're eyeing on the marketing plan, that car, that house, all those things that you want on the other side of fear. So thank you so much. We are going to have a part 2 next Thursday, and now we'll be talking about the airtight duplication system. Now, this is where now you've gotten the prospects. So how do you take them through the materials, the process of getting started, you know, the name list, ensuring that they have all these tools. So for now, practice sending these scripts to people, send this text to your friends on Facebook, to the people who are following you on Instagram. Then now next week, we tackle how to get them started, and then a few tips on how to retain your team members. So see you all at the airports and the beaches of the world. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Sandra. That was excellent. If that was part one, I can't wait for part two, but let's see. Let's see. Thank you so much. Do you have questions, guys? Do you have questions? Just saying thank you. Okay, good. Any question for Sandra before we switch to something else? I believe you've learned something. You've taken some points home, taken some screenshots for you use for your team. And of course, we need to beat fear. Just a reminder that some of us hide on online so much. So maybe we need to go a bit physical and beat that fear of talking to people and reaching out. We have an amazing opportunity that is forever living products. So we just need to share the love. And of course, while beating the fear, we all enjoy the incentives that wait for us on the other side. Thank you so much, Sandra. That was awesome. Now, today, just switching gears before we close, today we launched, announced the switch, if I can call it the switch, from minimum ordering to no limit. But that means that you should do your order online. So I can keep it. I can keep the floor of the forum open for a few minutes in case somebody has a question. But in case you missed the communication that was sent earlier, what that means is we normally make purchases through the minimum purchase, which is 6,000 as FBOs. Okay, I'm responding to as FBOs because I've seen a question already through Eric, which I will respond to shortly. So long as you're an FBO, meaning you have an FBO number, you need your password, you log into our website, foreverliving.com/Kenya, which is now the local web page. You log in there, you can buy a single product, not necessarily minimum. Something that we know that most of us have been struggling with. So thank God to our bigger management for allowing us to go that way. So if you've not tried it, please do. And just feedback from today, because today was day one, is that, yes, I know there's a bit of slow response before it prints, but just give us that space of improving it as you're heading into the right direction. So maybe you're stuck in traffic, you're still coming to pick the products, you can do your order online, get to the office, you pick it up and probably deliver, or somebody's picking up for you, no problem. If it is going via G4S out of town, again, that option is still there. Eric has asked a question, which I think is very valid. Eric is asking, is it applicable for clients to pay on retail? Yes, so we have that option as well. So retail clients can buy single products using retail prices. Okay. I don't know if we do, I'll do a video on that separately. But if you can allow me, I think I have something here. I can share very quickly. I was preparing content. I want to believe you can see my screen. Just confirm if you can see my screen. Yes, thank you. So I was preparing some content as I answer your questions. So this one shows that you log into the Forever Living Kenya homepage. So definitely, if you don't have a password, you'll need to have a password. So you check with Chiri or the customer care. They'll give you a password. Then from there, you log in. Yes, you come to this part. So you put your FBO number, your password, go directly to your account. Your account should look something like this. Okay. So this is just an overview, but this is the same thing you will see online, whether you're using your phone or your laptop. You see the same thing. I've just done screenshots. Next, again, some featured products. So from here, you can be able to see the segmentation of products, drinks, B products, combos, nutritional supplements, skincare. So whatever you need, you just click and add. You see the add button down here. So add means you add it to your shopping cart, which will be on the next slide. If any product is out of stock, it has been indicated here with red, and we try as much as possible to update it so that you don't get stuck, buying a product that is out of stock. Then here, I have just highlighted the tooth gels as an example. So if you're buying 5 tooth gels, as you can see, it is under the minimum order, which should look something like that on the shopping cart. And then just fast forward, this is a bigger order, which is still okay. So assuming you're buying a single product or maybe 2-3 products which are still under the minimum amount, those are still possible. If you're buying products which are more than the minimum limit, again, still okay. And then this is an overview of your invoice. It should look something like this. Of course, it has an image of the product, the codes, the quantities, CCs, and the total amounts of what you're buying. Next is, it's an option for you to pick your pickup point. So the first one, if you click on the first one, it should direct you to something like this. So this is the first option. So meaning you collect your product from the office, or somebody can collect on your behalf, depending on the arrangement. Again, if you want to change, if you can go back, you can click on enter shipping address. So this is specifically if you are doing delivery outside Nairobi specifically. So you want to go to Mombasa, Kakamega, and any other place that is outside Nairobi, and it's being shipped via G4S, which is our designated courier company. So that means the order will be charged 400 shillings. Can use that. And then here is the place for you to fill in your details if it is for delivery. Okay, if it's somebody's coming, the parcel is being delivered outside Nairobi, we'll ask you to fill this. And then this, you just click continue. This is part of payment, so you just click next. Again, just to confirm the details. So here you see the details of your details, because you're the one doing the order. You move to the next. Again, a summary of what you've ordered, whether it's a single product or different products all in one. Remember to accept terms and conditions down here. Then it will take you to the next. You click finish and pay. Remember, this is just an example, but the option of buying one product has been allowed, so that is okay. Next is I put two different examples. So you can see here, this order was meant to be collected in the office. That's why you're seeing Insurance Plaza here. So this one will not charge you for delivery. Rather, it will only pay whatever the amount is. And then after that, after accepting on the last part, it will bring you to the M-Pesa pop-up, which will pop up on your phone. And then you use 254. Don't put a plus at the beginning. Just put 254, which is the code for Nairobi, for Kenya, and then put your telephone number. So 2547, then you continue. Or 25411, then you continue. So don't put a zero, a plus at the beginning. So 2547 dash 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 like that. Click continue. The order will be processed. So to answer, I've not finished the slides yet, but to answer Eric, I will do another video. I think there's another video on YouTube, but I'll do another one specifically for retail clients. So on the web page, there's a place where you can highlight a link which you can share with your retail clients, and they buy using retail prices. Of course, the discount in terms of, the difference in terms of retail, profit will be credited to your account as a bonus. Okay, I hope that's clear. What other question do we have? I think I've answered yes, pay on retail. Okay, thank you. I'm looking for questions. Do the CCs still go to the account? Yes, Sharon. So what we've done is we have merged two systems here. Our main system Forever and of course the online platform. So yes, the CCs will go to the system. If you give it about an hour, you should be able to see the CCs on your account. Okay. The CCs will appear on the receipt. As you're picking it up, you'll see the CCs on the receipt. But if you give us about an hour or 2 hours maximum, it will appear on your page, But after doing the order in about 5 minutes, you should receive an email confirming that you've done an order. The same email will come to the office, just confirming that you've done your order so that we have a carbon copy of the same. Frida is asking, Nova's clients, first time order, can she or he buy single? Yes. No, single, not yet activated, okay? Single, the first order not yet activated, but the rest can still buy. Yes. And on the Nova's first order, I'll give you a surprise very soon. I'm just waiting for some approvals. So on the first order, remember the first order is always 10,000 shillings. So I might surprise you with good news. So let's give me time, okay? Any other question? Hope when I have a client at the center, it will take long to get the product. Eric, thank you for that. It is about, the estimates today, 10-20 minutes, but we are working to make it shorter so that your client does not wait for long. So just bear with us as we have that sorted. And of course, any other feedback you can share with us as we try to improve this. Remember, it is just day one today. Any feedback will be really appreciated. And of course, you've heard so much today. I really appreciate that. So as we are, maneuvering through the system, really appreciate you for being patient and helping us improve. So with that, allow me to close the session. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for what you do. Consolata is saying the skincare does not have Sonia. Okay. It has on the web, there's a place, I don't know if I slide 1 second before we leave, 1 second. Okay, exit. Share here. Where is this? So guys, in any case you don't find a product, there's this icon here. I should call it an icon where it's written quick order. When you click on quick order, it will bring something like a pop-up for you to write the code and search. So you can search using the code as well. So we do a live tomorrow. I'll record another video so that I can take you through live. But the other option is searching through the quick order here. You put in the code and the product will appear. So we are still maneuvering and making sure that it's good for all of us. Thank you, Kimanzi. Kimanzi has already answered that question. All right, so thank you guys. Have a good evening. Let's catch up another time. Thank you.